Hello.
Hello.
Hi. There you are. I think I'm just gonna play a bit of Doom.
Perfect.
The bargains were before the it's an advertisement. We are before the big vowel shift. It's probably still Doom. I'm just checking if I forgot anything. It doesn't seem like there's anything here.
What if Doom was spelled like womb with an M? Dom. Dom.
I prefer Doom.
Yes.
Forgotten half the things to each other.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, the ridiculous face shot. I remember that. Thought I parried it. Hello there. I'm trying to remember all when you moves.
Hello.
Oh. How's it for you, Blue? Is it watchable?
Yes.
Very good. Oh yeah, right. The shield is against. I forgot about that. Right.
And 1, 2, 3. Five, six, seven.
Yeah, that's what we discussed during Terraria. I felt my voice was so loud it clipped, but now it's too loud, too quiet again, right? I can't just throw in another 10 decibels again, but I'm not sure if that's a good fix. I guess I'll do it. So there we go, I should now be ridiculously loud.
Test.
I guess I could turn the game down.
Hooray!
Okay, very good.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello!
How have you done?
Oh, pretty good.
Very great.
Nice.
Work has been quite ridiculous today. I'm supposed to implement this other guy's new system architecture. Not really system architecture, but like some kind of weird, different way to organize my data. I'm supposed to upload to the database some new structure. Well, it turns out nothing works. This whole concept is shit. And I'm getting the suspicion he knew it because he picked the easiest case, and even then he had to do some manual fixes to it. And now that I'm working on it on all cases, it doesn't work at all. That'll be a fun meeting tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not that big of an issue for you specifically.
Well, we'll see. The boss wants it implemented immediately to save space. But I'm pretty sure I can prove that A, it doesn't work, B, even if it worked, it wouldn't save space, and C, even if it worked and would save space, it would be slower than my existing implementation.
Okay.
So, it's an elegant solution that just doesn't work at all.
Oh.
At least,
Well,
yeah, at least unless we allow for certain things, and yeah, that's just not an option.
yeah.
Is there anything back here for me? Guess not. Guess I've got everything.
How are you, green people?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Well, one of the crystal sellers I trust has just listed like some actual like good color emeralds. They're still rough cut, but they're like really affordable, so I'm gonna get them.
Is this what I think it is? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was the super shotgun. Ooh, it's
They're
a
like
spike.
£8 each or something like that. So, but they're tiny, but they're like don't really care.
It's
I
a
translate
spike.
that. 8 pounds. It's like 3.5 kilograms.
Oh, I mean like as in money. Sorry. Weight-wise, I don't think it's much at all. They actually don't say.
Double in euros, 10 euros.
Yeah, I think it's around 10 euros. They're only like a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter piece, so like tiny.
If you picture the 3 kilo one, yeah, I guess.
Ooh. I see. I was just kind of hoping for the super shotgun because that's my 5th weapon right now. I'm not sure if you saw my saw the end of the previous video after you left. When I got this weird skull shredder, I nearly pissed myself laughing just because it's such a ridiculous concept.
any of you get to do anything interesting today?
Oh, the minute I went to work, like scheduler, like secretary, said, "Oh, you don't have to take any calls today." And I was like, what's going on? And the other workers said like, "Oh yeah, that just happens sometimes. Like they want someone to like not take calls and prioritize the like emails." But
Yeah.
they didn't tell me it should be like few hours thing. I didn't take any calls all day, and like at the end of the day, my supervisor said, "Oh yeah, you don't have to keep doing it."
Weird.
But
Well, as long as no one's blaming you.
yeah, no,
A nice rest
Like-
day, I guess.
exactly.
Being paid not to cook.
Well, you still have to do emails, I guess.
That better? Or imagine, probably.
It's either way. Like when I get an email, I get to like get everything set up before the person calls, and in the call, people like blur out everything. Like, "Oh yeah, my name is blah blah blah," and I have to ask, "Can you say it again? I missed that." On the other way, people don't usually write anything on the email. It just says like, "I want a news. I want my newspaper." I have to call them and ask like, "Where do you live? What newspaper are you talking about? Who are you?"
I tend to write out everything in the comment field on these email thingies, and I'll even sign them. I'm not sure if that's good. Maybe it's too much, but you know.
Yeah.
Some paler ammo, I guess. So I can use this as a weird slowdown sniper, I guess.
But I guess it's old people who don't really use computers. But imagine writing an email to a company like, imagine your Emerald store. You just write them, "I want to buy that," and they have to call you like, "Who are you? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Give, please.
Yeah, exactly. I get emails, or just an empty email, and I call them, "Are you okay? Are you alive? Like, did you just accidentally send us an email?"
Do you need help?
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense. So you say the shield's really good? Oh, I'll just believe you. You seem to know what you're talking about. I guess that sounds nice. Should we recover faster? I'm taking damage. Why not? Oh, I can't afford it yet. Yeah, I guess I always have the shield out. So buying shield upgrade is probably always useful, I guess. So I get it. What's going on here? Oh, I see. I think that was a climby thing. What? Ah. Yeah, it's a climby thing. I remember now. Oh. In the last game, you just had to punch them. Now it's shield charging.
Totally different.
Ah. Okay, if you say so. Oh, my mouse cable is a little tangled up. Okay, that's better.
Attack on the barracks is a
I'll
diversion.
get a glass of water. I'll be right.
Yep.
I thought
Yep,
it
see you
would
in a
be
sec.
Infant,
Boy.
mobilize the Slayer's dragon. Marking the Slayer's HUD now.
Did they just say I have a
Oh.
dragon? Oh, by the way, yeah, I use a wired mouse. I hate having to think about recharging, and well, the last time I had a wired mouse, it had noticeable input lag. Granted, that was 15 years ago, so maybe they've gotten better until now. But I know, but
Yeah, I also use a wired mouse. I don't trust non-wired ones.
yeah, I don't want it to disconnect at the best moment possible.
Yeah.
How do I get in there? Oh, look, this apparently. Oof. Hey! Will you stop that? Who's doing that? Yeah, no.
I've acquired the emeralds.
Ooh. Nice. I suppose I could use up an extra life now and then.
Back.
Hello. Yeah, I remember that. I also saw in the options that you have the option to literally use the old face.
Excellent.
Where is it? It's something silly. Face avatar style, classic. Yep. There we go. That's the Doom 1 face.
Oh, nice.
Even the things around the face, like the mana and health pool, you think of like Diablo or something.
I think they still look modern. But still cool.
I like that they still have the animations for the face as well.
Yeah, these little shifty eyes and everything. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
the
I
same
imagine.
without it.
Yeah, if you're on low health, I imagine it has like the more beat up.
Yeah, like
look
that.
as well. Ah, nice.
I totally got beat up on purpose right now. I didn't just take a hit and almost die.
You were just doing a demonstration.
Exactly. That was not a mistake. Whoopsie. Oh. Okay, if you say so. Oh, he's got an upgrade.
I don't feel like possessed the last back, like ice cream. I wonder if it would face.
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't he basically like half possessed, half mind controlled by the angel guys?
This what area you're in kind of looks a bit Elden Ring-like. It's reminding me of that Albinauric village
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
with like the hanging bodies from the tree and like the kind of stone square.
Well, that too.
Look.
I mean, I guess they're trying to go for various medieval styles.
Yeah. It just needs that, like, yellow-orange filter that Zone has.
True. Everything in this game is kind of oddly bluish.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on level. The previous level was on, I think on Mars, and then everything had this really golden filter.
Okay. Is there an explanation for why it's, like, semi-medieval now? Is it, like...
I don't know. I mean, we still have guns, and the good guys still use spaceships and plasma guns.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the civilians still live in the medieval times, and the other guys have spaceship. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me.
Oh, so does this doesn't involve, like, actual Earth? It's like the Sentinel.
Yeah, it's those guys. At least I think it is. Yeah, I think this is the backstory of what Doomguy did in between games when he was picked up by these guys, by the Space Viking guys.
Ah, right. So it's still in line with the other two games.
Yeah, I guess this is a prequel to both Eternal and 2016 then.
Ah, okay.
So did these guys like come to Earth and teach this like aesthetics to humans?
Oh, this isn't even Earth, I
Stargate?
guess.
Yeah, but it's like the Stargate movie where like aliens come to Earth and give humans the pyramids. Like these people came to Earth and teach the Vikings about the medieval architecture.
I don't know. I get the feeling this has nothing to do with humanity and Earth at all. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not that well versed in the lore, you know.
Yeah.
I think I've seen every second of this game now. So you have.
Yeah, probably. Oops. I shot Marvin in the face.
Heard that they toned back some of the like jumping puzzle stuff in this one.
Yeah, they kinda did.
So it's a bit closer to like 2016, maybe
So-
like a midway point between like Eternal and 2016.
I guess so. So I don't have double jumps or air dashes. I just have a regular sprint. There is a little bit of hooking, so there are climbing points where I can stick my shield in and get pulled towards, but it's less than last time.
Yeah.
Wait, if you sin in another dimension, you still go to same hell. That's very interesting.
Apparently, hell is universal.
The middle point.
Oh yeah, the first Doom has a sprint button. It's well, it doesn't do anything immediately obvious. It's basically just a movement speed toggle. Is that an answer to that suffering question on the thread last time?
I was too tired to even have like a actual answer for that at the time.
I jumped too high. Oh, just a second. Will you stop that, you stupid invisible nonsense thingy?
I think I'd take like the, I don't know, it's kind of like the yin yang kind of opinion of it, where you can't have the good things without the bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Too much good leads to boredom, which leads to bad stuff. Anyway.
I think there was a study where they evaluated people who had recent major life changes, both good and bad, like literally losing family members or something, or winning the lottery and retiring early. And after 2 or 3 years, their happiness status basically reduced to average.
Yeah.
People just adjust, whatever. I hate these invisible cunts. My reflexes aren't good enough. I'm an old man. Literally can't see them before they charge me.
The thing that I saw about it wasn't a human study, so I guess like with a pinch of salt, but it was like the rat utopia
What?
experiment.
Oh,
or
that's
something.
right. I've seen it.
Oh, that thing. Oh, by the way, sorry for turning in Australian for a second there. Please don't demonetize.
Where I think because they gave the rats, if I remember properly, they gave them like perfect scenario, but the rats kind of
They turned to all kinds of weird degeneracy and lifelessness and whatever, didn't they?
yeah.
Some of them
And
have
I think-
cookies.
Yeah. And I think you see that in like, with like super wealthy people and like, celebrities and stuff. You see a higher rate of kind of degeneracy and.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally see it with people who have too much money. Like, why do they care about squeezing even more money out of their employees? Why not just have your third boat diamond encrusted half a month later and give everyone a 10% raise?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't want to do this again.
I guess they're just used to it. And no one makes $1 billion, but no one gets $1 billion being nice, so...
Yeah.
Once they get $1 billion, they just go, fuck it, let's go to $1 billion.
I think as well people are because of how, like, I'm not advocating for, like, population decrease, but I think because there's so many people, it's hard to empathize with, like, the general population after a certain point.
Oh yeah. Have I talked about this idea of the monkey sphere before?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's the theory where they've done this study on monkeys. So it's some kind of empathy capacity measurement. So effectively, different kinds of monkeys have different, basically like slots for their empathy counters. So like close family members are seen as one person, and basically like that. I think humans will have about 150 of these slots, but of course you know more than 150 people. So what do? You start making categories and seeing them as worth about one person. So maybe your family each get a slot on your close friends, but maybe let's say your sports club or the thread just gets collectively 1 or 2 slots. So the thread would be, for example, collectively worth about 2 people to you.
Yeah.
And the more distant people are to you, the more you generalize. So you see them literally as less people because you don't have that capacity for empathy. You can't empathize with everyone equally. So you categorize and just semi-dehumanize people into groups to kind of handle the capacity.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I'm certain I remember in like college and university when we were talking about empathy. Apparently, like elephants and whales, that the part of their brain that is like governs, I guess, like empathy is like improved from humans. Like they're more capable of it than humans are.
I guess that's also why elephants are so good at remembering people.
Yeah, the elephants grieve, and I believe whales likely do as well.
I've heard about this too. I think that's right.
The whale.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the studies do that kind of thing. If you're implying what I think you're implying, you know.
Just with that comment, I agree.
Yeah, let's just leave it at humans on average.
Yeah.
No matter what you average over. Oh, what's going on again? Oh, they're suicide thingies. I thought there was a pain elemental somewhere who shoots them at me. No, they're suicide guys. I see. Yeah, last time they were projectiles, so I'm still used to that. Also, yeah, I see the threats worth more to you apparently. Thank you. I feel all that. Yeah, look at this. It's dudes in old robes guarded by space marines. The tech level is weird.
Kind of like Warhammer in a sense, sort of.
I guess. I mean, they literally have medieval level plans, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of the Space Marine chapters have, like, they use terms like serfs and like knights. Like Space Marines often refer to regular humans as like serfs.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're nice. Sometimes it's just slaves.
My laser cannon has stopped working. Light the candles. We are fixed.
I've seen a web. What would you call the little movie format? Webm? That sounds stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Webm?
yeah, the mini videos.
Exactly. I've seen a short video where a 3D printer misprints something. The guy just sighs, gets out a little incense thingy decorated with skulls and Latin stuff. So it's supposed to be mechanical stuff, and he just lights an incense stick and starts waving it over the 3D printer.
Yeah. Have you seen the? I've seen this meme somewhere before of it's like someone's computer like crashes and they like smack it and it's like performing percussive maintenance.
Yeah. Oh, I've put a video on my play later list that explains why percussive maintenance works, but I haven't seen it yet, so I really wonder.
Maybe I should try that with my headset.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's broken anyway, what have you got to lose?
That's true.
I think there was an old computer. If you force me to decide, I think it was the Apple III. Which is quite a while ago. So it's when you call. Sometimes the computer would just refuse to boot after a certain time, and the official repair instructions were to lift it off the table about a foot and drop it. And it would work afterwards. The thing is this, yeah, it's exactly, it's So for some reason, the memory chips were made out of a different material, or a material with a different heat coefficient. So after hot days, they would just kind of wriggle free from expanding and contracting, and they stick upwards. The mainboard was laid flat in this computer. So if you drop it, they just kind of slam in. The literal repair instruction was, have you dropped your computer already? And it helped.
Interesting.
Well, well.
And now I feel like playing Mechanicus.
Yeah. But now that I have cash left. Oh. Oh look, it's is that the guy on the? Is that the floaty guy? Are those the Doom Hunters or what they were called?
I'm not sure.
Did they used to be crabs?
I thought the Doom Hunters were like in the game. Weren't they like extinct and brought back as like the cyborg thing in like Eternal? But I think there was something else. Right?
I guess so. I mean, he looks a little bit like this, just with crab legs instead of, you know.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So they're just kind of similar, apparently.
Although I think the back legs on this guy are actual flesh legs, though. So he is like some kind of crab monster.
I mean, I thought he's just a crab in armor.
Ah, yeah.
He's from Doom 3. I don't remember him from Doom 3, and I played Doom 3. Why would you know? I thought you didn't play Doom 3.
Is he in like the DLC for Doom 3? I think that was a DLC.
I think we called them expansion packs back then, but yes. I have played that when it was new, but I don't remember much. Cats and kids. Even demons turn to crabs.
I wonder how much truth there is to that theory.
Player's launchpad.
To crabs being the optimal life form? You know, if they had hands, maybe. If they had fingers.
So I would think beetles would be one of the or like nematodes.
Yeah, I think there are like many like optimal end points. I think trees are another example. Like there are many plants who end up making trees.
I guess, yeah.
They're not related.
So I think for someone with our technology level, I think crab pincers are not optimal and just moving sideways. Horses with miniguns.
Yep.
You play too
end
much
up
robot
looking-
unicorn attack.
You end up looking like some kind of Slaneshi demon.
I guess so.
hands.
Well, or you look like Dr. Zoidberg.
Hooray!
There's like two levels you can go to. You either end up as like some horrible Slaneshi demon or Zoidberg.
Yeah, I think I'd go with Zoidberg.
Oh,
I seem to already be part way towards the Slaneshi demon thing with like a shaved head, so
Or do I get 2 dragons?
Oh, they kind of look like what is it? The Nazguls, like.
Yeah, or more generically, they kind of look more like Byrons.
Yeah.
Oh, this. Oh. Yeah, this is. Ooh.
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, that is. That's nice.
It reminds me of Digimon with that helmet with the visor.
I guess so.
I'll find the one. There's a lot of Digimon with like that kind of like helmet visor thingy. This is the one that I.
The game just turned into fucking Digimon. I see.
How are your Digimons?
Oh, they're good. Yeah, they're at their final stage.
Ah.
So with these color versions, you can actually keep them from dying of old age as long as you want. So I haven't let them die.
Perfect.
I'm just going to keep battling them. I'm just going to keep fighting them until someone dies of an injury.
No.
But there's like a 10% chance each time, I think.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. The Monster Hunter one's been really good. I have no clue what any of the monsters are, because they're all from Monster Hunter, but like the device has like really good like animations and stuff like that.
Nice.
I would try and post it, but I didn't think I can do videos very well.
You know, now that you're saying that, we might even think about Monster Hunter when we're done with EDF.
Oh yeah.
The games are available on PC nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to look where the spikes don't go. I see.
I think if we tried that, we'd probably want to go for Monster Hunter Rise.
Possibly?
First.
I'm not that knowledgeable with Monster Hunter. I just follow your lead.
So, Monster Hunter Rise is the latest in like the actual like base Monster Hunter games. And
Okay.
World and that other new one. The newest one that came out is like a spin-off. It's like a spiritual sequel to World.
Okay.
And Monster Hunter World is kind of like fusing Dragon's Dogma with Monster Hunter.
Okay.
But Rise is like easier to run, whereas like the other ones, like the spin-off ones, are very intensive, and I've heard people have trouble sometimes.
Okay. I gotta say, I don't really know anything about Monster Hunter.
I think you defeat like giant monsters like Shadow of the Colossus. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I played a few of them on like PlayStation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, I mean, like, it's basically almost like a boss fight game. Like, most of what you're fighting is like long boss fights. There's sometimes like minor monsters that you can kill, but they're not really a challenge. It's like you go in the zone, you hunt the big monster, and the fights can take like quite some time for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a bad way, it's like enjoyable. But
I think someone told me during the streams I might like it, just from the way I play Dark Souls.
yeah, it almost like it's not exactly like Dark Souls, but it does have like kind of like a boss fight from that, but you don't have, it's not as like dodge reliant, and it's not, some of like later game fights are really tough, but it starts out a little bit easier and more RPG-ish.
So it's more stats and less dodging and a little bit.
Yeah, I think there is still dodging and stuff, but I don't think it's quite as harsh from what I remember. And you can like, in World, you can like climb on the monster, stuff like that.
But apparently it's basically 1 or 2 steps farther towards RPG on the slider between action game and RPG.
Yeah, like I think it's more in depth on the RPG mechanics than Dark Souls is.
See?
I think. Although I don't think you level stats. You choose like your weapon, and you like farm the like your weapon and your armor.
Okay.
So it's
But there's a lot more of that. Yeah, it's closer to like EDF. It's like your equipment is what makes your character, but there's a lot more involved with putting your equipment together.
I see.
Like, your armor is a lot more important. It will have like stat effects, and they'll like influence how you play a little bit, if I remember correctly.
That sounds interesting. So I just kind of book it under somewhere in between EDF and Dark Souls.
Yeah, that might be good if you're up for that as well, Blue.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you can play it in a group, right? So
Yeah, the multiplayer can be a bit tedious because you have to, like, each level you have to like rejoin everyone, I think.
oh, so it has a little bit of shit matchmaking.
Yeah, basically because you know how Japanese devs can be with like multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's kind of got that Dark Souls thing of having to like resummon everyone like all the time. It's not
that
as
sounds a bit
bad
silly.
because it is like level based, so it's not like as bad.
Yeah.
But
My immediate reaction to that is Metal Gear 5. That also had this weird level nonsense just in Metal Gear suddenly.
yeah. I would recommend Rise as like a starting one, because that's like as far as I know, that's the most modern of like the mainline games. And if we enjoy that, it might be worth trying like World and then the newest one.
I see. Well, we can talk about this once EDF is done.
Is the newest one called No? Maybe?
Let's see.
That's like cool, you know?
Wilds. I think
Oh.
that's what it is. So the trouble with the newest one is, like, this was a problem with World as well, but essentially the game released without enough content, so I wouldn't play it until they add in, like, all the DLC stuff, and it goes on, like, a big sale, so you probably want to wait, like, a year or two.
Oh, until it's actually done.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I get it. That kind of nonsense is also very typical for some games.
Oh, so the newest one, it runs like crap.
Oh yeah, we have your computer to watch out for Blue.
Oh, this would run awfully even on like mine, maybe even yours. I mean, there's people in the reviews saying they have like an i9 like 14, like 149K, like processor, 64 gig RAM, 4080 Super graphics card, and they can't even get 60 in some areas.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds a bit not so good.
Yeah. And it's weird because apparently it's really like unpredictable. Like my friend at work, computer I think is about on a par with mine, and she can run it fine. But I've heard from like people with like really new like good specs not being able to run it.
So it's probably again pretty terribly optimized if your card just happens to like it. Do you know how it works?
I think it's another one of these cases of like, you know, a lot of these like Japanese devs like making things work for like console and then half-assing the PC port.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, I think I said this about EDF already, but some Japanese games really feel like they just kind of slapped an emulator around the console game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really frustrating. I think that depends, Green, because some companies like do a good job. Like I know the both Doom Eternal and 2016 have like a really good reputation on PC, I think.
Yeah.
It's just I think the big problem is like this move to Unreal 5 and stuff like that in a lot of instances.
Yeah. I could go to the city here, I guess. I guess I have to, actually. At least I'm supposed to.
Yeah, isn't Doom 1 like the basic of like Turing completion in Doom? So it would be really embarrassing if Doom didn't come, right?
That'd be funny. You know your PC's in trouble. You can't undo.
Exactly.
Even toasters can run Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Rise should be no problem for any of us, because I'm pretty sure Rise was on like the Nintendo Switch as well. So we all have
it's that one! Yeah, I remember. I might even have that. Basically, the funny thing is, I could literally say on recommendation of my mom, and it would only be it would be a slight mischaracterization, but it's true. Basically, she saw an ad for it, and then that it was on sale in one of these catalog shopping warehouses she frequents. So I got it very cheap, for like 15 bucks or so. But unfortunately, it ended up on my backlog. But we could play it together. That would be a very nice way to both play something I have on my backlog anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think it'd be good.
I almost felt bad not having played the game my mom recommended me.
And there's a weapon that's like really fun. It's you can one of the weapon types is like a warhorn type thing. And I think you actually have to do kind of like is
music
it like
mini games
time type mini games to like do your attacks, and they do different things depending on which like tune you play.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So your buddies are fighting for their lives, and you're just off to the side playing Loco Roco.
Yeah. And I think you can, like, some of the things that you can, like, some of the combinations for your attacks can, like, buff people and, like, heal them, I think. So.
That's interesting.
There's also, like, gun lance. Can have, like, a switch axe, which I think, like, turns from, like, a great sword to a great axe. Like, there's lots of cool stuff.
Ah. This level is a bit annoying for completion. I have no clear sense of direction. What's main path and what's side tracking nonsense. Oh, apparently it's a blue card, and there's the blue card.
Yeah. So you can have a heavy bow gun, bow, light bow gun, a glaive, charge blade, switch axe, gun lance, hammer, hunting horn, lance, dual blade. There's a lot, basically.
That sounds cool. I think that sounds cool. I'm kind of interested.
Yeah.
Was Rise the one where you're in this kind of weird Japanese village and just going out to kill monsters for your village? Or is it like Universal? How they are like
I think that's... Yeah, they're mostly kind of like you go hunting for like some... Usually a kind of tribal looking village place.
So you're effectively doing a little bit of a more civilized version of Hunt the Mammoth for your people.
Yeah.
So now I can dip my toes in here, I guess. Okay. Ah, I got all of 5 gold. Amazing. I think I've seen everything. Filled up my livestock. 8 gold? Was it 8? I don't remember. I'll just believe you that it was 8. Last check, I think I've got everything here. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I was gonna say, I know someone else on the thread plays Barony as well. Because they mention it in the survey a few times. I can't remember who it was. It might have been one of the Pinks, maybe, or one of the other Purples.
Oh, was it this really weird, almost Minecrafty looking dungeon crawler roguelike?
It is, yeah.
I tried it once, but I don't think I'm the guy who talked about it on the thread. But I've tried it once.
I think they said that they've almost beaten it with like every class now.
Interesting.
But that game's really good in multiplayer.
Let's put it on the list.
Yeah.
We have quite a few things on the list.
It has like a kind of old school RPG feel. Like there's a lot of inventory management, and I think the leveling and stuff like that, and your classes feel more related to like. I feel that they're almost tabletop like game inspired.
Oh, that's interesting. That sounds interesting to me. Like immediately.
Yeah, so like the races you play, like they have, there's classes that are like exclusive to them that you can't play as like other ones, like stuff like that. And like say if you play as like a skeleton, you have like certain passives that other people don't get. So
Yeah,
skeletons
I kinda get it.
worry about hunting. Yeah.
Kinda
If
get
you're
it.
like, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking a lot today.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. That's why we have you here.
Yeah.
If I didn't want to talk to you guys, I could just play by myself, you know.
Yeah, it's like certain species or races or whatever you want to call them. Like if you play like a skeleton or like a goblin, like human characters in the dungeon will be hostile to you, like shopkeepers. But certain like enemies won't be. So like goblins get along with other goblins, and I think maybe skeletons are friendly if you're like an undead.
I'm kind of done with Helldivers, I have to admit, just because you just brought it up in the chat. I'm kind of done with it. I've played it with my local pals, but we've kind of seen almost everything there was. It's just kind of grindy at the end, and one of the guys was being a bit anal retentive about something. Don't pick mortars, I get killed all the time. Because the team killing is half the fun in this game. And it's more. It's one of the things where I generally say it's a skill issue.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to see my overlay. Interesting. Well, it is again another co-op shooter.
My concern with that one is the like it has double anti-cheat or something, and one of them is like a really nasty one.
I think they removed it in the end, but yeah, the publisher has been dickish.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I'll check and see if they've removed that, because that was the reason why I didn't buy it.
I mean, if you guys wanna play this, I'd be in.
Yeah.
But by myself, I'm kind of done with it. It is a good and fun game, but it is definitely more of a shooter than most other games we played.
Are there any kinds of games that either of you two were thinking of that we haven't, like genres or something that you'd want to play in a group that we haven't had yet? Or
You haven't played any rally games or like driving?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
terrible at
Are
those.
there any? I've never played any. Or maybe I have. I'm not sure.
I loved Burnout Paradise.
I think I like that one too. I don't remember that much, but I think it was good. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we're progressing very fast in Terraria. Either we want to play another again with a different seed and harder difficulty later on or something, or maybe we should switch afterwards to something similar like Minecraft.
Yeah.
With good mods, of course.
And we can have like Doki skins in Minecraft.
That is true.
Although we'd probably end up having like multiple monikers running around and like.
So yeah, I'm not opposed. I think we're we'll finish with Terraria very quickly, and we should try to get a bit more life out of it.
Yeah.
And well, Minecraft. But considering that's not on Steam, we will have the hosting issue again. We kind of didn't have it this time, but
I think the only trouble, well, I know that like Matt was mentioning this with Terraria is that we're kind of going so quickly that it's hard to like even keep up with certain parts of it.
I think our pro gamers need to slow down a bit and have a little bit of empathy for us common mortals.
He was kind of getting a bit frustrated, I think.
I was trying to be polite about it, but yeah, please slow down. Don't just rush ahead and kill bosses for us, please.
I think there can be balance. I understand. If you enjoy challenge, you want to play that way. So I don't want you to feel like you have to become bored either.
Yeah, I guess yes. Yeah,
I think
it's a bit hard to balance.
Maybe fine to an extent, but because we can like redo boss fights, but I think like the trouble that I think me and Matt were having was that like we weren't even like understanding like mod keybinds or like stuff like that, and then when we ask, it's like, I'll look it up. It's like, okay.
We need a bit more help. I didn't understand half of it either, to be honest. I just kind of tried figuring it out, but wasn't really good at it, so I couldn't help you either, just because I didn't know myself.
Yeah, I guess because it's like new to like most of us, at least most of us here. Like I haven't played with this like headset in particular. I only played with I played with like lots of different ones with Calamity as well. But like these keybind things is like completely new. We didn't have those.
Yeah, I have a bit of trouble figuring it out too, to be honest. I've managed to set some of them, but not all. Just because I don't know what's important.
Yeah, it was like after the first session, like Matt showed me that there was a keybind for like instantly mining ore veins, and I was like, the whole first session I was like just clinking away with like a pickaxe when you can just like mine this.
Yeah, that's when I think it was Sofa who showed me this. He showed me this, and I was just like, holy shit! I don't need to mine anymore. That's amazing.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it, but also it's been kind of like overwhelming.
Of course not. I mean, you have me. I played it when the Wall of Flesh was the end game, the final boss, and I never played it with mods or anything. You kind of presume too much. Sorry. Kind of need to lower your standards quite a lot. These things are non-obvious to us.
I think when me and Matt last played it, we had like loads of mods. Like I think we had like over 30 mods or something stupid like that. But we didn't have any like of these like ore miners or like any like of this like shortcut kind of stuff. Because usually when we play it, it's like we focus on like just building stuff, I guess. Did you guys play it like vanilla?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I played it vanilla back when the Wall of Flesh was the end.
Yeah. I think if we get around to Minecraft, that shouldn't be as like because it's less RPG like for the most part. It should be more easy to do things as like a co-op group rather than like Terraria is very much like it's almost like you're a solo character and you can just kind of somewhat interact with each other is what it feels like a lot of the time.
Okay.
Except for boss fights, I think. Like, you kind of get together for boss fights.
Yeah, I guess.
No, you don't have to, I guess.
So what do we have here? Oh! Oh baby.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. We have acquired the gun.
Flintlock shotgun.
Imagine if you had to do the reloading, like Flintlock, you know, clean the barrel.
Outlaw.
Yes.
It looks amazing.
This shit's my job. Yes. All reverse access. Who do I get there? Probably by punching that brick on there. So it's for later. You know, I get that you're sad about no reload skipping. I'm kind of okay with it. I think Eternal was balanced a little too much around doing these weird things and knowing these weird things, and this game is a little more straightforward in a way.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that this game is more balanced around not having special knowledge. Of course, that makes it probably a little more boring for people like you who like to master the game in every sense of the way. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Have there been any Slayer Gate challenges?
Nope, nothing on that nothing of that sort. Which is probably part of why this game feels a lot smoother to me. I have less horrible things where I get stuck up for hours.
Yeah.
They have something like a Slayer Gate. I think it was called like Acolyte something.
Was it?
Altar.
Was there? Have I forgotten this already?
I've noticed there's did they do something like with the kind of kill animations?
Oh yeah, they are mostly gone. They're mostly
okay.
They're mostly just the guy flies away in slow-mo after your regular punch. There are only rarely cool animations.
Okay.
Aha.
That's a bit of a shame.
Basic puzzle solving. This is like first Dungeon of Zelda type stuff. but it
You have
is
to
here.
find the rope to win the game.
What happens when I go here? Is this a no coming back thing? No, this isn't even my target. I'll just jump down then. Oh, it's literally just an elevator. I guess you would call it a elevator? That was a shit pun. I'm sorry.
My mood.
Oh no, but it was made in hell. It's on the Hell spaceship. Literally just missed the stairs. Hey, it's Jack. Oh, he goes you. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Oh, that's cute. Oh, right, random. Weirdo. Fortress, yeah, I guess. That's good. That is important, I think. Stop that! He just disintegrated the shot.
I didn't mean to sound like super negative with the Terraria stuff. I'm still, I think it's still good. Just,
It would just be nice if you could slow down a bit.
yeah, I don't think it's like anyone's fault though. It's kind of just like, I think that's just the nature of the game.
different.
Please
yeah,
understand it.
yeah, like different interests.
Yeah.
State of denial.
I remember going. What stage of the game are you guys at? What? In Terraria? No, we didn't do anything substantial afterwards, didn't we?
I mean, I think I left to sleep after we battled the brain of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know where I am. I just get, like, someone just says we're doing a boss fight and I just teleport.
Honestly, same. It's just that I try to accompany our pro gamers on their weird tours occasionally.
Yeah. It's like, technically I've done a lot of these fights like 2 or 3 years ago. But, that's like a long time.
Yeah, I haven't really understood what I'm doing either. Just we need to go kill X so we can get more stuff. Oh, okay. I'm coming with you. Let's do it. That's my understanding of the game. Admittedly, the end of Elden Ring. The end of Elden Ring was kind of the same for me. The end of the DLC. The DLC was just Matt knows where to go. Fine, I guess. Which is not a complaint. Just the DLC was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, the DLC is kind of really packed.
Yeah. I feel like the DLC of Elden Ring is really aimed at this sort of pro level stuff.
Yeah.
And if you just
There's a lot of annoying enemies.
Yeah.
Like enemies that can't be staggered and stuff like that.
yeah, I guess going from casually playing Elden Ring to casually playing the DLC would be horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only things that I think we skipped was like, from what I gather, because I've only ever really played through the game with Matt. We only skipped like a lot of the repeat bosses that are just copy pastes, basically.
Yeah.
With like no rewards, more or less, that are relevant to us.
Yeah, I heard a lot of the dungeons just have copies of the same boss scaled to whatever.
Yeah.
And we only did interesting dungeons, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't think we missed like unique bosses. I think we only missed like copy paste of stuff that we'd already fought,
Yeah.
more or less.
And that's no big
1,000,
loss, honestly.
1,000 like graveyard cats or
Yeah.
whatever they call it.
Do you ever need to fight more than one of those? I don't know.
Yeah. There were so many of them. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
Even with the Titanite demons in Dark Souls 1, they showed a lot of restraint. And these cats, they just shed them out.
Yeah. Are those furnace, like golem guys with the worst though?
Yeah.
You spend like half an hour poking his ankles until he decides to fall over, and then his head is like flipped into a rock.
Yeah.
You can't do anything anyway.
No.
Yeah, that was not done very well.
Yeah. You see, you could read the wikis, but I have like a job and like,
Yeah.
family obligations and like housework and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, some of these games are meant to be enjoyed even by Japanese salarymen overworked on their commute to work, you know?
Yeah.
But I have to point that I don't think Terraria like gets any like clearer with experience. It's like you are mining and suddenly something happens. Like, oh, the wall of flesh is coming. What did I do?
Well, there are specific triggers for most things. But,
Yeah. Well, you like figure one boss out and then you go to the next one and it just appears and you're like, what do I do? And then, oh, okay.
yeah, it's a bit hard sometimes. Oh, hey, isn't this a Duke Nukem gun?
Oh, nice. I don't think it's the difficulty.
It's more that most of us don't understand what to do to progress.
Yeah, but I think like Terraria doesn't tell you.
Yeah.
It's an experience like playing alone too. It's like, oh, that's a step. Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed.
These traders are going up. Oh, there is a checklist. I didn't know.
No either.
Still, doing it just because it's on the checklist feels oddly weird, I guess. Yeah, but these are the kind of things we should probably talk about and learn before just one or two people rush off and do it for us, you know? That's probably more fun.
Oh, is this not a mod that we all have?
Or we all have the same mods installed. I think we couldn't connect otherwise.
I think there's like DDLC. Some of us don't have.
I don't think I only got the stuff that was on the list in the Discord.
It is on the list.
Okay.
It's part of the quality of life mod, I think.
Oh. Yeah, is that like a different mode?
Did you find that on Tmod Loader? Or is that like a separate download? Right.
Well, I didn't really know about any of that. I've posted about the Doki NPC mod.
Oh yeah, that looked interesting. That might be a good one if we can add it retroactively without issues.
I think we can.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's more... I think it's like... it's more in tribute to that.
Yeah.
Not like... not kind of, not meant to be like a literal NPC.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm right.
I'd say so.
Yeah. And sometimes in games I like to like name a character after Monica, like after Monica or something. This
Yeah.
is like a fun thing. Yes.
When I played the old Megaten games, I just you just have to put in a name for your female main character, who's basically just the main character's waifu. So
Oh,
yeah, might as well put in Yuri.
Nice.
Oh look, we finally got an animation.
Ah,
So the game is really stingy with these animations. They exist, but they're rare.
yeah. I like the disc throwing one where it's just like the same thing but slow-mo, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a crab guy. He's unarmored this time, though. Eh.
Oh, you have beaten the game already. Amazing. Oh, congratulations.
That's very good.
Is that on the highest difficulty as well?
I think so. You've played on Nightmare 2, right? And now you're training for your no death no death run, right? So it's the same I'm playing on right now. So hardest, but with dying.
Do they do the same thing with the like one life modes that they did in 2016, where you can see like if you die, you can like see that place if you play again. Like it shows you each location that you've died.
Does it say
That's
you
good.
died of dysentery? Yeah, I know, that's an ancient meme. That meme is older than me.
Died of ligma.
Yeah. Pepperoni and cheese misspelled.
That's from Oregon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I'm getting the feeling you say everyone knows that in the same vein of Nightmare is the intended difficulty, or well, of course we all have lightning shoes yet.
Element and your watch.
Just mobulate.
Absolutely.
Wasn't expecting. I had forgotten.
Oregon isn't real. It's all oregano.
Mobulated.
Well, if Oregon isn't real, where does oregano come from then? Checkmate atheists? I have no idea. Yes, but I
I think they had like wild growing oregano in Greece too, I think.
probably.
Oh yeah. I should probably look that up.
Also, this is a level exit marker pop up in the last possible second, and I just left without knowing. Because I don't think I found everything.
According to Google, oregano was used by the ancient Greeks and Romans, so I guess maybe it's Greek.
It probably grows all
Originally.
around the Mediterranean.
Yeah, it says like it's a Mediterranean plant, but the ancient Greeks and the Romans used it, so I guess maybe it
Ignite the charges.
originated in use from that.
Yes.
That guy needs to trim his toenails.
I'm not quite sure where I missed the stuff I didn't find. Do we get free travel later on? No faster. Ah, shit. That's annoying. I don't even have an idea where I missed something. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. I literally missed a little bit of gold and the gemstone. Well, crap. Secret landing zones. There we go. That's the problem. But that might maybe I'll just go back.
I just learned oregano has like Finnish translation. It's mäkimeirami, and I don't think anyone ever calls it that. We just call it oregano.
Hey.
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention to the challenges. But yeah, I guess that's just these two should be connected, I guess. Considering I think I was quite diligent at checking all the places I went to, I probably just did not notice one of these secret landing sites. I missed a bunch of things in this level, which is why I'm going back. And I think they're all in the same place. I just missed one segment. So this level is apparently it's basically like Cloud City from Star Wars, and I'm flying around on this dragon and landing in various spots and doing things on foot. And apparently I just didn't find a secret landing spot, and a few things that are hidden there. At least I hope so. If they're not hidden there, I've missed them somewhere else. I would have no idea where. Yep. Pew 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 pew.
How are you, sister?
Yeah, that sounds like a good way to spend a day.
Nice.
Did you have a christening or a burial?
Those ships are powering the force field around the main cathedral. The demons conjured a barrier when we arrived. The coordinates to the artifact are inside the city.
So I think this guy was one of the secrets. I found one of the secret sites and I just attacked this big monster, took it out, and then it turned into a landing zone. Like this. Now it's a landing zone. So I guess the other secret is the same way. I just missed a big monster somewhere.
It's like an air control demon.
Yeah. I guess so. I think that's only fair, considering you have to work on the weekends, on the regular weekends. Oh, down here! Yeah, I missed this guy. Yeah, I never went down here. Thanks for telling me.
You'd have to work on holidays as well a lot.
True. Holidays are just extra work for you. Oh, there's two of them. So when you do exorcisms, is it anything like this? I'm joking. I'm
It
joking.
would be like the ending of The Exorcist 3, where the priest comes in right at the end and like shoots the demon with like lasers and stuff.
and the possessed people say some rather rude things I wouldn't repeat in polite company.
Have you seen The Exorcist?
Your mother
3?
hugs
It's
socks
great.
in hell.
Yeah, let's not go there. I think I've seen enough bits and pieces that if I added them together, I've effectively seen the whole movie.
Third one is like one of my favorite films of all time.
Well, I think I've only seen the first one.
So that was a bit of a tangent though, sorry about that.
Well, I guess it's kind of related. Yeah,
Did you see this weapon, sister?
Oh, we made such fun of this. This is the most ridiculous emo septum piercing shopping at hit whatever adding music to my MySpace weapon ever. It is literally a spice grinder but for demon skulls.
The skull is the bullet.
I think I couldn't stop laughing for half a minute when I found it because it's such a silly, overblown concept.
You know, they could make a lot of money if they made like something like that, but it's like a salt or pepper grinder,
Yeah.
but it looks like that.
Kind of. Oh look, he's a bad guy. Ooh.
So is the difference between a demon skull and a human skull that the demon skull has like angry eyes?
Possibly. I'm not
It
that
looks like he's like scowling a bit.
I'm not that knowledgeable with demons, I must say.
Deep down, we are all the same.
Yeah. Beauty is skin deep, which is why demons are so ugly. They ripped off all their skin.
Oh,
How do I get in here?
yeah, that's the next question. Does the gun feel like a pepper spray? Like a bear mace to demons.
Yeah. How do I get in there? I want to get in there.
You could only call yourself a real chef if you season your demons properly.
Yeah.
Pepper
is
works
absolutely
fine too, but I personally prefer ground skull of demons. Gloves?
Oh, is that because you have the like gold?
Oh yeah, I have this. I'll show it later on the main menu. I have this white and gold armor of the premium edition. I paid for it. Might as well use the shiny.
Yeah.
Although it was rather expensive. I probably would have waited for a sale if it wasn't for a local Doom guy. So what does the switch even do? Oh, I didn't even notice. Crunchy. Yes, you always have to one up everyone.
The one up's better than it.
I still think I paid a lot of cash. Is it a holy water gun though? I guess I can just throw it in from the back.
That must be the holy water gun must be exclusive for exorcisms.
I've seen that there's a picture of Corona, you know, these distancing rules, and there's a picture of a baptism where the parents are wearing a mask, the kids wearing a mask, they're standing 6 feet apart, and the priest does the baptism by shooting the water gun with holy water.
Holy gun, yes.
There we go. Boink. So now I should have everything. Yes. So does it stay at full completion if I just leave? Do I have to rush through the finish again? I'm going to take a gamble and quit to menu. Oh yeah, that's the shiny armor, by the way.
Nice.
So this is the default. Well, Doomguy likes his drab greens. This is some kind of advertisement for the graphics cards for Nvidia. I think it's a cool color, but I refuse to be a walking advertisement. And I like the shiny one. It really looks cool. Well, I think you can even turn it around a little bit.
The like red trim in the middle is nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That really is a nice detail. I'm not that much into the Space Viking thing. I think the coat just looks itchy.
Oh yeah.
It is imposing though.
Now I'm thinking of the Space Wolves. I don't
Yeah.
like those guys that much.
Oh, did I just accidentally select the previous level again? Yeah, I did. But did you see the for a second the 100%? So yeah, just going in, doing the stuff, and quitting out saves the progression. That's very good. That's at least something.
Nice.
So yeah, this this cape looks really itchy to me.
The ships are refueling, sire. We should be ready to leave as soon as the cruisers are done loading. Very good.
He should have gotten something like I don't know, like sheep wool or something.
Everyone is evacuating.
So you are home.
Wouldn't have been as imposing.
But it's comfy.
Location. A new vault has been built.
Built in a sheep's skull.
Then let the Slayer guard it.
If what they say is true, then this is a part of our heritage, not the Makers. Valen, are you seeing anything?
No sign of activity, sir.
So I'm not going to lie, I do not really understand the story. Oh, this guy is has seen better days.
See you in the sec, Green.
Bye.
See ya.
I have to say I don't really like my angels being actually backstabbing scum on just on the other side. I do like having genuinely good guys in my stories.
I think it's an overplayed trope, having like the angels secretly be
Yeah.
big villain. I feel the same way with orcs, where like people try nowadays, you got like good guy orcs and stuff. So.
Yeah, I think orcs are most interesting when they are not displayed as completely senselessly violent, but still like roving barbarians, like kind of Mongol hordes or something. So they have no qualms about being violent. They just don't do it just for fun and sadism.
Yeah. I don't think they have to be played as pure evil, but I feel like getting rid of their more aggressive culture
Yeah.
is kind of, it's like they may as well not be orcs at a
Exactly.
certain point.
They still need to be somewhat ruthless and uncaring in a way.
Yeah. It's the same as when they, lately in like modern shows and like series, they seem to like humanize or like ground elves and
Yeah.
make them less ethereal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the Amazon Lord of the Rings show was really just pretty humans against mud humans
Yeah.
instead of, well, as it should be.
Didn't they have an elf in that who had like a buzz cut for some reason?
Should we terminate his life functions?
And he
I
like
think
acts
so.
like a ranger or something.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think he's one of the secondary main characters.
Yeah. I don't think he's mentioned in the books at all.
Well,
You know, these alien things are angels on the screen. Yes.
yeah.
Sound the alarm. Prepare for battle.
He looks like a Star Wars guy there.
Oh yeah, he kind of does. He could fit in right with with KOTOR 2 with the mask guy and the shattered stone guy and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm sure in like the prequels they had someone who, like some alien who's like in the he gets like 2 seconds screen time or something.
Yeah.
Who wears like a bright red outfit, like with grey skin and like pointy teeth, who looks almost exactly like that.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't have such obvious horns.
It's a massive
Yeah. Yeah, he's just some like old alien guy.
Yeah, he
Big
just
red outfit.
he just happens to look kind of oddly demonic. Well, it used to be not like that. I mean, on the other hand, well, all the Helgas put on a lot of skulls. maybe one of these days I really should play Doom 3 on stream, because that was the one game where it was much more grounded. It was less this overblown space epic, and it tried to be a horror game. And the only bits of that hell stuff, at least in the beginning, were basically evil cultists doing things in secret. So, well, it was still a shooter, but it was much more a horror game and less of this, well, less of this spaceship stuff, and more like, it was a bit like Alien, I guess. So the like on that tech level. So this,
well, you don't play as like some big, strong, like kind of like demigod type guy either.
Yeah.
No, the guy is literally just supposed to be one lucky human.
Yeah.
Half-Life.
Okay.
You play as the janitor.
Well, not quite, but you play as one of the guards.
Yeah.
You're basically the local space station police.
Energy production is down because of the war. This is his
I think it would be funny if you played as the janitor.
Khan would have it if he left.
Well, you should play Space Quest then.
Oh yeah.
This smells like a secret. Oh, the frogs. The frogs are cool. I kinda like fighting these UFO spaceships. Just because it's so funny when I attack them with one of the shotgun drones, they ping pong all across the sky. But
Yeah.
from pure looks, yeah, the frogs are funny. The bobblehead androids with the big brain underneath are funny. The spiders are just creepy. I hate spiders.
I don't think I even mentioned we are fighting like giant, like grey aliens with armor.
Oh yeah, those guys. They were new last time, weren't they?
Yeah.
I have to say I like the spiders.
Oh. Oh, now we're going medieval.
Oh, nice.
Is it an actual weapon?
Back when I was a kid and I played it, it was mostly just like the insects. And you didn't have like the frogs or anything like that.
Was that like EDF4 or something?
I think it might even have been like EDF2.
Oh.
Because our dad bought it for us like on the Xbox. I might even have been like 10 years old or something.
Oh, that's proper childhood right there.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't interrupting you, was I, Blue?
No, I think my sister asked like, do the aliens have big heads and small bodies? But I think they're pretty like balanced. I think they're like slender looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or am I just being set loose on a giant plane? Well,
I'm not even
kind
sure
of.
what they remind me of. Their armor is kind of like more modern, like sci-fi looking, but underneath the armor they're just like blue, like stereotypical alien guys, just with like less big heads.
Yeah, they look like not quite as silly grey aliens.
They do speak funny nonsense if you listen to them. They talk to each other, but it's all like nonsense.
I feel like it just has to be that way.
I'm sorry you got outgunned.
Okay, I see. That's a shame, but that's just how it goes, I guess.
Do they actually make these helmets out of metal, or is it like plastic?
Oh, I don't think they would be. They would probably be even more expensive if they were made of actual metal.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Not already. Oh, there's a bit of metal apparently. I see.
Do you actually wear them? Or is it like just like a
takes it
shell? Okay.
It's one size for everyone, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're too smart.
I'm not sure if you could do one size fits all with helmets. I mean, hat sizes are a thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you wear a big hat, it's difficult.
You can block your eyes though, so you might look a bit funny sometimes. In both senses of the word.
Ooh. You just got crunched.
Oh, an Oblivion game, so we're fighting
Yeah.
how many rooms they got.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you weren't here when we played the first game. We made that joke too. They literally look like Oblivion gates.
Haha.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see recycling jokes worthy.
I'm glad we didn't have such a silly association. Yeah, we're kind of vindicated here.
Are you singing "Show Must Go On"?
What?
My sister.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Empty spaces.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't come across very well in text, does it?
Yeah.
Text chat is hard.
I'm like barely familiar with most music. Like aside from my chosen genres, I have like very little experience.
Yeah. Same for me, but I guess my genres are basically video game music.
Yeah.
I know your writing style, sister, and that doesn't sound like something you would say without a reason. So I smelled it. It was fun.
Siblings' intuition.
You sound weird. Are you quoting someone? This flail is ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah.
Boink. Where should I go next? Ah, very good.
I've been watching like a podcast where they read creepypastas, like all the classics.
Oh, nice.
All that.
Oh yeah.
One of them, like always, when he like notices like foreshadowing, like plot point that will come back later. He says like, "Oh, a psychic connection. He can see the future." Otherwise, that's not seeing a future. That's just normal storytelling. Like,
Yeah.
Probably not.
my mind is like a bear trap. What do you mean bear trap? It took you 8 seconds to remember the name of this story. Like, your trap snap close when the bear is on the other side of the forest.
Young.
Which kind of ones have they covered so far?
All kinds. I think the last one I listened just before we started was like a story about haunted fast food restaurant or something.
Oh yeah. Ash singing slasher.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
SpongeBob reference, right?
Oh, they still have the big tentacles. That's annoying. I did not miss them.
Even bigger.
I think it just looks more imposing.
What do you think so far of the redesigns of the demons?
Well, they're not bad looking, but they kinda look less like demons and more like weird orcs.
Yeah.
Which, again, probably kinda fits with the whole medieval thing.
I noticed they're less, they don't seem to have any, like, cute ones, like the Cacodemon. I think they've changed them a lot.
Yeah. Although, I give you the Cacodemons, they were kind of cute. They were kind of ugly cute.
Yeah, like Pinky and the Cacodemons were kind of, like, silly, cute-looking ones.
Yeah, and now the Cacodemon is this mount for, you know, the doofuses.
Yeah.
Why can't I buy this? This is a shop, right?
It says like hold to purchase.
Oh. Yeah, I did it. I just did it wrong. Weird. Oh, I need this. I absolutely need this, and I will save my cash for it. So I guess I'm kind of going to all these grey areas just so I don't miss like a single speck of gold or something, which is probably slightly boring to watch. I'm sorry. I know that one. I liked watching that back then.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It happens for some reason. It happened more often than it should. But whenever I get asked, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" I tend to reply with something like, "I think I do, but where are we going to get 40 tons of gummy bears at this hour?" I think that's the kind of joke they would have made on the show.
Yeah.
Well, fine, I know where extra lives lying around. Fine, I'll do it again. Even though that is probably horrible waste. Okay. Oh no! I did not.
Yeah, there's a new one?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I hadn't heard either.
Well, we're hardly the target audience, are we? Well, secretly we are, but they don't know that.
That's a good point actually. Do kids watch those like older shows these days? My youngest brother doesn't.
I think the last show that was big with kids was like SpongeBob. Now the kids just watch the Skibbity toilet nonsense.
Yeah.
Kids these days have no idea. They are just rotting their brains away with the blah 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 blah. You don't know Animaniacs.
Maybe something.
You've missed quite a bit of quality entertainment, sir. Well, the kid is half our age, so that stuff has been long gone when he was being socialized, you know. Did that do anything? I think I just ruined a perfectly good wolf statue. Oh, I see. Well, I'm gonna do that then. If I find them. Well, I probably will.
I got to watch a lot of like 80s cartoons because my dad like had them on VHS and like DVD.
I think same.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I'm like 8 years older than you, Green.
My parents also had a few of these old cartoons, and I think my uncle who married a Russian lady, no, sorry, my aunt's from there. He brought a few of these old Russian cartoons with him. Something I didn't understand a word, but they're still kind of cute.
Oh yeah.
Although they were even more tame than like you know how there's a difference between Warner Brother cartoons and Disney, and the Warner Brother stuff is kind of slapstick and a bit mean sometimes.
Yeah.
That old Russian stuff was even nicer. It was like maybe on the level of fairy tales. Then again, who knows? Maybe they have. Maybe
was it like a still picture and the camera moved and like one person does all the voices or something?
I literally can't. So it was actually properly animated. It was animated, maybe at a bit of a low frame rate and maybe a bit of dull colors and everything. But it was properly animated. As for the voices, I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Have you seen the one about a mole?
Yeah, I think I remember a mole.
Did any of you watch like the Don Bluth like movies, like
oh yes,
Land Before Time and like
Oh
Roads to
yes.
Heaven?
Although they mostly just made me sad.
Yeah, I cried so much. We saw Land Before Time at least, and I think American Tail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the one about the little mouse moving to America, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was so sad and scary.
Yeah.
It traumatized. But I think that's like most children movies, like children media. Like it has to be like little, like emotional.
Yeah.
Stick.
I think Don Bluth, like one of his aims was to not, like he wanted to keep the films like having an emotional impact because he believed that like children are capable of like dealing with like sad events. And so that's why a lot of his films were a little bit darker than like Disney
Yeah.
at the time.
I mean that also makes them special, and I think he was right in that regard. I think as long as it has a happy ending in the end, kids can take a lot of sad stuff in between.
Yeah.
And you see like only apart from
Now sad stuff without good endings, that's for adults. This room is a little hard.
I got to watch like wholesome films as well as a kid sometimes, like Alien and The Thing.
Oh, very
Jesus,
good.
the Thing traumatized me even though I saw it like after 18, so I can't imagine seeing it at like very young.
Yeah.
Nice. I've also seen one or two things I probably shouldn't have at my age, but what was it?
Star Trek.
I think Star Trek's not bad for kids as long as you pick the shows that don't have too many crazy, creepy monsters.
Yeah.
So I'd skip a few, but in general, I think Star Trek's not bad for kids. Especially because it is so, it's very optimistic and it's like trying to teach you moral lessons without looking down on you. Okay, the Captain Kirk stuff is very ham-fisted and very, old moralistic nonsense. But like Next Generation is very mature but understandable for a kid. I loved watching that, and I think that could be like educational is the wrong word, but kind of character forming in a way.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be really nice.
I mean, I guess someone like your parents could object to them being very anti-belief stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we're in an unusual spot because my parents themselves weren't like that. It was mostly the teachers, but the teachers were like involved in the personal life. So like, they would come to my house.
I was kind of wondering, that honestly sounds like you were stuck in a cult, but you haven't had any following with your parents, at least you didn't talk about that. So it seems like really just but why would your parents put you in a cultist school, you know?
Yeah, the teachers were really manipulative. They lied a lot to our parents and about stuff that they were doing. There was a lot of stuff that probably people should have been going to prison for, really. But there's no records of it because they never kept records because they're a private school. So
because they knew full well what would be in those records.
Yeah.
They wouldn't reflect very well on them.
Oh, not at all. I don't think my teacher should have been going to my room, like, outside of school and stuff like that.
That sounds oddly inappropriate.
Yeah.
Use the portal to get inside.
What portal?
Oh, you haven't heard half of it, I think. Like, their school hated Pokemon and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unpleasant, to say the least.
Yeah. I hope I didn't skip ahead again. Oh, I think I did. Oh, did I? Oh no, this is probably just a special bottle thingy. Oh look, the Ivy. Ichi Daivi
Yeah.
spot.
He's actually a teacher there now.
That'd be like a nightmare. That'd be like in the
sorry.
film where you like wake up and you're like in the uniform again.
I keep having these nightmares, like maybe every 2 weeks or so. They're kind of along the lines of, your school called. Actually, back then, you missed some kind of formality, or the government decided everyone who went to school has to tack on another year or something like that. And I have to go back to school. There's like lots of bullshit that I keep missing classes because they overlap, or the teachers treat us like kids even though we're not, and stuff like that. And usually I just kind of and when it gets too annoying, I think to myself, what am I even doing here? I'm a doctor, for God's sakes. I should be done with this shit. And then I wake up when it gets too much.
Damn it, Captain, I'm a doctor, not a school.
Exactly. Exactly like that.
My teachers would phone us up, and like if something was wrong, like a few times. This is like the middle of the night, so we're like it's like 10 o'clock or something. But it's just late for us at the time because I was fairly young, and they'd phone my parents and say like, "Oh, your handwriting and your homework wasn't neat enough," and then I'd be like forced to like redo all of it again. So oftentimes you'd be up until like midnight doing homework and like corrections for homework.
I thought these cultist types emphasize going to bed early and stuff.
Oh no, yeah, we had like I think the expectation was like at least an hour per subject, like every night, which wasn't possible technically, but they didn't really care. But I suppose it works, I guess, because the school is considered like one of the top in the country for like success rates in exams. So
yeah, that's the sad part about drilling. It usually tends to work, at least on paper.
yeah,
Same with like Japanese schools and stuff, where they don't have any life either. So I would love
kind of
to,
like that.
yeah, I'd love to go there for a vacation sometimes, you know, visit the shrines, buy about 2 crates of Gundams, that sort of thing. But live there? No. Forget it. Never.
I watched an interesting analysis. It was like the Japan was controlled very heavily. Their military was like controlled very heavily after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to like develop the soft power. So they had to like seem very like great country outside. So I think it's not probably like propaganda, but it's like it's their like way to fight back.
Maybe.
Make their country seem very great.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
it still doesn't seem like a place I want to perform that much at.
Yeah.
My
it, like,
dad... Oh, sorry, after you.
Yeah, but they spent like all the money they couldn't, like the countries were stopping them from developing military. They used all that money for like culture and movies and stuff.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But still, they have like no work-life balance even for kids.
Yeah,
That's I think that's really not very good.
Yeah.
And their living spaces are absolutely tiny.
Oh yeah, that's true. My dad worked in Shinjuku in Tokyo, and he was telling me that like he had to like almost force his colleagues to take breaks and stuff because they like to them just working until you get sick and then taking time off for sickness is like normal. That's like a normal cycle.
Yeah, that's how it goes there.
Yeah. They're very nice people apparently though. Like apparently it's like such a nice country, like the culture and the way people treat each other. Although he said it's a little bit cold. Not as in like the weather, but like there's like a
impersonal.
You don't get involved.
Hey!
In, like, stuff. Oh, nice.
The shield spins. That's cool. Sorry, I was distracted by the shiny. Yeah. Although my Japanese teacher back in university said something like, well, a lot of it is just faked because it's expected of you, and people actually care a lot less than they just have to pretend.
Yeah.
So it's a bit fakey.
Yeah.
Maybe it ties back to the thing you said about like empathy slots. Like isn't Japan really like populated? Like those.
I guess.
Yeah, I think they've got like a really high density in their like living areas. That would make sense.
You might be onto something, but I'm no humanities guy. I have no real clue.
Yeah. I can tell you about rabbit behavior.
Oh. So how many monkeys do rabbits consider their personal friends?
Ah.
That's nice.
Now, rabbits are funny. They, one of the things I like the most about them is, have you seen them stomp?
Sister, I think he is living in the USA. Oh, there's New Finland, I didn't read that. I'm sorry, you were saying about stomping.
Right. Yeah, no, rabbits can stomp, like, really, like, with, I guess, like, say, like, a really high impact on the ground, and it lets other rabbits know that there's danger, so they'll hide.
Oh.
Of course, Finland's so northern it can't be in America, it has to be in Canada.
Have you seen the cartoon Mothership Down?
Have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been ages, but yeah.
There's another similar one that's kind of depressing. Is it? It's like the dogs one, Plague Dogs. So
Oh, jeez.
that's also really sad.
Yeah.
I don't think I know that one.
Pennies, I think.
Yeah. Did you enjoy Watership Down?
I did actually. I saw it way too young, but I think it was interesting.
Yeah, probably same for me. I don't think I really understood it back then. It was just cute bunny movie. And why is it so serious?
Yeah. I think cute might be a bit generous.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like the little kid watches it for the bunnies and doesn't get the message.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to go to quit in a few minutes. I also made a promise to my local pals who messed up their plans on Sunday to play a bit with them. So I'll switch in a few minutes over to them if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm the kind of guy who wants to be mostly left alone. Suddenly, I have so many people I have to juggle all the appointments. What happened to me? What have I done to myself?
So, I woke up this morning and I was thinking, like, oh god, maybe I can sleep like half an hour before we start playing. I think it's my schedule is like pretty booked too, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sentences I never thought I'd ever say in my life. Apparently, I have too many friends. Joking, of course.
How's the Doom Monica coming along? Or is it like a week-long project? I don't know anything about Doom. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Don't be like pressure.
I made it.
I was thinking, if anyone is available, like tomorrow evening, I could stream like more Monster Rancher or like maybe Star Coromon or something like that.
Well, that might be fun. I might drop by in the evening.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I think I have like 8 to 4 work, so I should be around like 5. That's your 3.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I should be around from then, roughly. I may have to like step away for like 10-15 minutes or so, sometime around either 3:30 or 4 my time, so that'd be like 6-ish or something.
Yeah, plus 2.
Yeah. But that'll only be for like a short amount of time. Maybe I'd do Coromon for a bit to begin with, and then Monster Rancher, because I think Matt will have to go for longer to begin with, and then he might be back.
Yeah.
And we kind of need him for the numbers. I could probably pick it up, but...
Can't tell illegal gambling room without a bookie!
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a plan. Okay, sorry for leaving you alone. I'll hop over to my other friend group. See you tomorrow in the evening.
See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Nice. Yeah,
Thank you all for coming.
I'll post the stream link tomorrow in the thread as well, if anyone else wants to join. But thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Good night.